When you think of Bo Derek, you probably think of this. That slow-motion jog through the surf in the 1979 film 10.
You'll be happy to know we're not going to ask you to run in slow motion today.
More than 35 years later, Bo Derek is still at home at the beach, and this summer she returns to her other love, movies.
Let's go kill some sharks!
She's literally jumping the shark into a pop culture phenomenon.
Okay, birthday girl, have some fun, get in a little trouble.
Derek is in the SyFy Channel's hit TV movie series Sharknado 3, playing the mother of actress Tara Reid.
What was it like kind of jumping back into acting?
I mean, it wasn't really acting, so.
This was not Shakespeare in the Park.
No, this was, okay, look over your left shoulder, there's a shark coming. You know, there are a lot of these. But being on a set, I love the business, I love the film business, and it's always been good to me.
When Derek was a teenager, her mom did makeup and hair for actress Anne Margaret, and it was backstage at one of Margaret's Las Vegas shows where Derek was discovered. Of course, that was before she had her Made for the Movies moniker.
How did you end up with your name?
I made it up. I was surrounded by a lot of artists, and I didn't like the name Kathy Collins.
Bo Derek was born Mary Kathleen Collins in 1956. She grew up in Long Beach, the picture of a California girl. She was just 16 when she met photographer and director John Derek. He was 30 years older and married to actress Linda Evans. That did not stop Bo and John from running away together.
Were you aware at the time that a lot of people viewed it as very inappropriate?
Yeah. Yeah, my mom went crazy. She went ballistic. She went crazy. But you know, when you're 17, you think you know everything. You think you have it together.
Why do you think that marriage worked?
Why does any marriage work? I think, first I think it's, for me, our marriage worked because I loved him. He loved me. Although he was 46, he was still growing too. I think we took it day to day. I don't think we expected it to last either. And it did.
It lasted for 22 years until John Derek died from heart failure in 1998. The two never had children, but he was her partner in life and business.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were in the shower. Oh, no, come in.
After her breakout role in 10, Derek decided to produce and act in films that she made with her husband, even if that meant never having the starring role in a blockbuster movie.
Do you think you made the right choices?
I did. Not in terms of being a star, not in terms of winning an award, but I had a blast. And anything I wanted to do, someone would finance.
Their movies were often less about dialogue and more about how little Bo Derek was wearing.
I'm not complaining because what I did as soon as I became famous is I objectified myself. I thought, well, if this is what it is, I'm going to do it.
How did you objectify yourself?
I created my own posters, I made my own movies, I produced them. And maybe I could have gone out to prove, oh, I'm a real actress, I'm not a physical being, but I pretty much exploited myself too at the same time.
Holy shnikes.
She was still pulling it off in the 1995 film Tommy Boy.
Is that for me? She's like a 10.
Hi, honey.
Was your beauty a commodity to you, or was it really your identity?
Commodity. Commodity, and I have nothing to do with it. I have my mom's eyes, my father's nose. I have nothing to do with any of that.
These days, at age 58, Bo Derek often prefers boots to a bathing suit.
So this is your paradise.
Yes, poor me. Poor me. This is what I have to come home to.
This is your view.
Oh, it's spectacular.
She lives on a 110-acre ranch in California's Santa Ynez Valley. She shares it with her boyfriend of 13 years, actor John Corbett, and
Hey.
That's Lola, isn't she pretty?
She's gorgeous.
their 4 horses.
Yes.
Oh, and you know it, don't
and
you,
she's
Lola?
not too sure about that camera.
Derek is not just a casual rider. She was on California's horse racing board for 7 years and is involved in wildlife conservation organizations. And at this point in her life, she says there is some relief in caring a little less about her looks.
I realize how artificial it is, beauty. I realize that it doesn't last forever, that's for damn sure.
When you're so well known for how you look, is aging hard?
Aging is really hard. And it's tough. Betty Davis was right. It's not for sissies. It really isn't. And there is a certain expectation. I get credit on one hand for not having had a facelift, and then on the other hand, it's, oh my God, why doesn't she do something? So you're just torn. I just have to keep busy, have other interests, and try not to think about it.
Which is why she is still so drawn to the beach, a place to reflect on her unconventional journey through Hollywood and a life that she says is still a 10.
I don't need a lot. I never needed the adoration or the praise. I loved the work and still do.